On this week's episode, from COVID in Sedona to almost breathing in Lake Havescu in Arizona, but looking at the California border. And so I spent 5 days at a very cute, safe motel in a neighboring community, because Sedona is pretty expensive, where I swear lifting my toothbrush was exhausting. It was really rough. The first time I had COVID, it wasn't that rough, but now I just can't stop coughing. But also when I was coughing on day 2, I actually managed to hurt my back where I'm injured just with all the coughing. So super couple days, but I think you all know I'm an optimist. Eventually it'll get better, but at the same time our legal team and me, we found out that the driver that hit me and her team has done something just incredibly unethical and wasted almost 2 years of my life. So we have to approach this a little differently. But great news to hear when you have COVID that the other side has a complete disregard for what they did. Anywho, so Route 66, I'm on my way. I thought about staying here, but I can't be near crowds because I want to be a responsible human being. And so I am going to Route 66 and then Lake Havescu, and then Quartzsite, maybe Zion. You know, I'm just happy to be standing up. So life, no matter where you are, is going to kick you in the shins every once in a while, and it is, I guess, how you deal with it. I just feel like I've had a few more shin kicks than most people. But yeah, my list is pretty long. But getting back to the dream, the little tiny motel room was great for recuperating. People deliver in Cottonwood is the name of the town, with Uber Eats. So I was able to just completely sequester, and I'm hoping in 2 days, maybe, if this tracks, that my coughing. No, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna stop and we'll carry on later. Right? So later meant a breathtaking free campsite just outside of Lake Havescu. But we're going to backtrack a little bit because we completely missed Route 66. Our first stop in Kingman was, of course, a dog park, and it was beautiful. Kingman doesn't have a whole lot to offer, but we made the best of it, and we slept in a Cracker Barrel parking lot. It was also a really good day to get all of our laundry done. And now, gas station coffee, and on to Lake Havescu, which is home to the original London Bridge. Pretty excited to see that because I've seen the new London Bridge. This one's stood in London for 600 years and was brought over brick by brick. So hopefully I'll be able to talk better by then. And less than an hour and a half later, we were on Lake Havescu. On one side is Arizona, the other side, California. And what a dog park this one turned out to be. Probably the best one we've ever seen, and that's how we started our day. So then it was down Bridgewater Channel to see this. So in 1968, purely a coincidence that it's the year of my birth, the bricks were brought over. It was a bit of a tourist experiment, and London could no longer sustain a 600-year-old bridge with its amount of traffic. So it was brought here, and it is a fixture. This is off-season, but this downtown area becomes a thriving and very, very busy community during the summer months. One of the things I really enjoyed is that along the canal, each tree has a plaque from a loved one, and it reminded me of the Arboretum back home in Ottawa. So, what's next? Well, some pretty big news. A man that influenced my life, and you may have seen in an Oscar-winning movie. We're getting together in Quartzsite, Arizona, where that town grows from 4,000 people to almost 1 million over the course of the winter. So I'm going to be talking to a lot of them, doing some interviews, and then I get to go home for 6 days before I fly back to Las Vegas.